Welcome back to my channel. This is Canadian Retro. I had an amazing day in the thrift stores today, I have to admit. I scored basically at all the shops that I went into. I found some pretty decent items, that's for sure, and one super amazing score at a Goodwill. You're going to see that in a second. This stuff hopefully blows your mind. If it doesn't, you're really a hard person to impress. So here we go. I'm going to get down to business on this right now. First place I stopped in at was a Goodwill, and I picked up 3 titles. The first one here is Shadow of the Colossus for the PS2. I'm not too into picking up PS2 titles all of a sudden. I'm starting to shy away from them a lot, but in this case it's just absolutely beautiful. Like, everything in it is completely minty fresh. I mean, the disc has a little bit of spitz on it or something, but otherwise it's like perfectly clean. So that's awesome. Right there, $4. I thought it was a pretty good deal for this game. It usually sells like around 15 to 20 sometimes, so this shouldn't be too hard to flip. Moving on though, in the same store I found Pokemon Channel for the GameCube. I actually just traded this away recently to the Min 234, and now I have it back in the same shape I had it with him, which is it's missing its manual. So that's the way that goes. But the disc on this one is in pretty decent shape. It has something on it. It'll have to try to get off of there, but kind of weird, but you can see it there. But I'll clean that up and should be pretty good to go. Yeah, for that one there, $4 again, so pretty wicked deal. And then the last one was Pokemon Coliseum, also on the GameCube. These 3 games actually were on a rack, so it had just come out, which is probably the reason why I ended up getting them. And otherwise they probably would have been gone. And this one here, same condition as the last one. It's not perfect or anything like that, but still pretty good overall. Again, $4 for that title, missing its manual though, but still wicked find. I already have this in my collection, so I'll just have to sort of piece things together a little bit and see what's what. But you know, for all that right there, $12 I thought was a pretty decent deal, that's for sure. Moving on from there, I'm going to actually save the next score that I got from the other Goodwill until the end, because it's just absolutely the best thing that I found today. But pretty impressive stuff at the Value Village, a little bit on the high price side, but luckily I was able to fill up a 30% off card kind of thing, so next time I go in there I'll be able to load up. They had a ton of games when I went in there today, just absolutely a ton, like a floor full of them. Basically, I didn't have time to go through things, so I'm really hoping a lot of this is actually in good condition. I was in a big rush. I had to get home because someone was supposed to drop by and pick something up that my wife was selling or whatever through one of those, you know, kind of Facebook group sort of things, and the person didn't even show up. But I was sort of in a rush to get out of there to go pick up my son and things like that. So I kind of didn't check out the conditions and stuff, so this is going to be the first time for me. First thing I'll show you here is the PlayStation 2 Crash Bandicoot Action Pack, and it has all 3 games in there. I don't even know if this is totally complete, but I figured if not, that's not a big deal because I can you know, piece this together if I needed to. But it's cool to have that outside sleeve. That's the first like kind of triple pack PlayStation sort of setup that I have going on for my collection, so that's kind of neat. Has Crash Team Racing, so there's that. It's totally complete. That's a good sign. And the disc on it is, wow, in really decent shape, that's for sure. It's not perfect, but very, very minute things. I'd say it's pretty close to being perfect, so that's in awesome condition. Moving on, there's Crash Nitro Kart. There's that. And this one here, same thing. That disc is like, doesn't look like it's been played with. Just a few like particles of dust on it, basically. So again, awesome right there in that pack. And then finally the last one's Crash Twin Sanity. And there you go there. That's pretty cool. And let's see what this one, shape this one's in. It's got a few scratches on it, but it's not too bad. They must have played this one a little bit more than the others or something like that, but still in pretty excellent shape. For the most part, the manuals and everything are pristine. So really great shape. This box is in relatively decent shape considering you know, it's a few years old now, so that's gonna all go back together here, and pretty awesome find, I think. And for that there, it was $13, which isn't a bad deal at all, really, when you consider the fact that there's 3 games in it, and I haven't really seen this pack around or anything like that. So I'm hoping that you know, it has the value, because I already have these games actually, but just not in this cool kind of package thing. I think that's going to look nice on display. So that's that right there. At the same location, I picked up a PSP title. The reason why I picked this one up, I don't really know if it's valuable or anything like that, but I really loved the original series of these on the PlayStation 1, and I haven't tracked those down on the PS1 yet, but really enjoyed them, so I thought I would pick this one up. It's Medieval Resurrection, so I think that might actually be a remake of the PlayStation 1. I'm not really certain about that, but I remember enjoying the Medieval games on PS1, so that's why I decided to pick this one up. And it was $6. So, like I was saying, the prices are a little bit high on these things, but the quality's there, so I was willing to pay it, basically. The next one here is Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess for the Wii, and I'm hoping that this is complete and everything. Like I said, I was in a rush, so I had to get out of there. I didn't even open it up yet, so let's find out what's going on here. So far, so good. Looks pretty awesome to me. It's got the manual and everything like that in there. And the disc is in relatively decent shape. It's not perfect, but it's not horrible either, so that's pretty awesome. Nice find for sure, and that there was $8, which is kind of out of the price range for games at this location. I don't know why the prices have gone up, but still, $8 for that's not too bad at all. The next one here is Super Paper Mario. Again, haven't opened this one up, so we're going to find out in a second here what we've got going on. Looks like someone has... weird. Written down a little bit on the inside sleeve here. I don't know if that's like someone's phone number or something. I don't know. Kind of weird. Alright, whatever. Yeah, so it's totally complete, which is awesome. And the disc on this one is in really awesome shape too. So I'm doing pretty well so far for taking a risk on these. But that's a nice addition to the collection, that's for sure. I can't recall if I actually have this game or not. I think I do. But for $8, same price as the other one, I thought that was a pretty good find. And then I also picked up a copy of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, which is awesome. I already have it in my collection, but I'll trade this off or sell it off or something like that. And unfortunately it's missing its manual, but the disc is, it's probably seen better days, but it's not horrible or anything. You probably can't tell. There's a few swirl marks and things on there, but still $8 for this game, definitely worth it. Moving on, I picked up a copy of Crash Bandicoot Warped, and again, I haven't checked these out. These PlayStation ones kind of scare me because they're older, so it means they might be more scratched up, but the case is looking really great shape, so let's see what we've got here. Greatest Hits Edition. Oh yeah, that disc is not in the world's greatest shape, but it should play. If it doesn't, I can try to resurface it, but still, quality title to get, and that one there was only $6, but kind of interesting. They usually have these priced at like $3.99, so I don't know what happened. They've raised it up a couple of bucks, probably because they're at 30% off. The next one here is Crash Bandicoot 2 Cortex Strikes Back. Very, very Crash related kind of day, because I have those at that PlayStation 2 pack as well, so lots of Crash games in here. So here we go. Let me just see if I can get this open. And I'm assuming it's probably going to be in the shape as the last one. This one's actually a little bit better shape, so not too bad at all. Pretty great, like the artwork and everything's in wonderful shape, so that's amazing. Moving on, I also got Spyro Year of the Dragon. Again, that was for $6, the same price as everything else, but these Spyro games are holding some value too these days. I'll have to watch out. Someone's done that little bad placement of the manual, so it's kind of in a delicate position there. I'm going to have to be careful when I deal with that, but that disc is in pretty decent shape too. It's not too bad at all. So again, $6 for that title. I did blow through a lot of cash today, but it's definitely worth it, some of these titles, that's for sure. And then the last one here is Crash Bash Greatest Hits Edition. We'll open this guy up. Again, I haven't looked inside, so we'll see what's going on here. And the disc is dusty, but actually it's probably the best looking one of all of them, so that's pretty awesome right there. Everything seems to be in order with that. I was really taking a gamble on it because I did not know, but glad I did, because you know, pretty wicked titles right there. So that huge stack of games I got there from, you know, the Value Village, that cost me quite a bit, but I was sort of feeling in the mood because prior to this I stopped off at a Goodwill, and this is most likely the best score I've ever gotten at one time for a variety of games. So I'll show you what I got here. Starting off, these are all GameCube titles. The first one is Sonic Adventure Battle 2, and this one here I paid $5.05 for, so pretty good deal. It's totally complete. It's got a little like dog ear kind of thing going on with this manual, but otherwise it's in pretty decent shape. The disc is pretty awesome too. So that one there, like I said, $5 for it. Pretty cool find. I already have it in my collection, so that's basically going to be trade fodder or something I'm going to sell. So that's wicked right there. Another game I already have in my collection, but hey, I'm not going to leave this one behind. Super Mario Sunshine, $5.05. Blows my mind to find this title out in the wild. I found it a couple of times so far, but every time I see it, I'm never going to leave it behind. Disc is in like absolutely perfect shape. So there might be some things that are replacing things I have. Manuals in there and everything. Really awesome find for sure. Artwork on the outside is probably better than what I already have, so this will likely be an upgrade for me. The next thing is the most disappointing thing that happened today, unfortunately, and you'll see why in a second. It's Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time and the Master Quest of Ocarina of Time for the GameCube, and you probably know what's going to happen here. It's not in there. Such a bummer. When I picked up all these games at the same time, I was looking for this, but luckily they threw this in for free, so that's, you know, something that you know, I'm happy about, because, you know, even this by itself is actually pretty valuable. Really would have made my day if the disc was in there, but things actually get a little bit brighter here in a second. So next thing I found, and actually something better than even the case and manual for that, is a copy of Super Smash Bros. Melee. Again, $5.05 for this one. This one unfortunately is missing its manual, so I do have actually a couple copies of this right now that are missing their manuals, but this disc is in beautiful shape, really nice shape, maybe a few minor imperfections, but really great shape. And for that one there, like I said, $5.05. I think this is probably going to be an upgrade for me, but like I said, it's missing its manual. That's just some sort of like advertisement type of thing. Still, artwork's in great shape, case is in great shape for the most part. Never going to turn that down for $5, but there's something actually even better than that, which blows my mind. I didn't know a thing about this game, and I kind of looked it up and saw some very interesting like gameplay footage and stuff like that of it, and it didn't even cross my mind. I didn't really care what the game was about because I never heard of it before. It is a Capcom title, and it's Gotcha Force. And this game here, I mean, I only learned about this today, but I never heard of this before. But this game here is quite valuable, actually, upwards of $100 at least for this game that I found in a thrift shop today for $5.05. So really wicked. There it is right there, totally complete, and this disc is in the best condition of all of them. It's like near mint, I would say. So what an amazing addition to the collection. I don't know a whole lot about this title. I know basically in it you're fighting as like a robot kind of thing, and you can upgrade, and basically there's like 200 or 300 different or 200 different characters and stuff like that you can do. So there's like some really robust gameplay to do with this, but again, I'm not really certain about a lot of this. I don't know why this game is valuable, probably just because it's rare, but an awesome addition to the collection. So for all that there, basically it cost me $20. Pretty awesome deal, that's for sure. It was $20.20, minus the fact that this one here, you know, was missing its discs, which really bothered me on the day. But this definitely made up for that. Didn't put too much of a souring on my day, so I'll probably be on the hunt for something like this, and hopefully you know, these can kind of get me the disc for that. Maybe I can work something out with somebody and get myself a complete copy of that. We'll see what happens. But that being said, that was my day. An amazing haul, I think, today. one of the best days I've had in a very long time. It's been sort of hit and miss out there lately, and today for some reason things have just paid off completely. So thanks again for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do feel free to thumbs up this video, comment down below, and I'll see you all later.